we've seen the likes of Yalto, Kofi Jamamo and the likes. We've seen them. These are people who swept awards like that their hands could not even carry.
Thank you, man.
They almost the bag na kwaje awards.
Thank you.
And after some of these times, we've not seen their vibrancy in the space again, or we are yet to see another one as hot as they used to be, if that is how I should put it. So he should not be hot-headed and sweet-headed and think that because some Patapaa's peers are maybe joking with him in a certain light, he also has that license or that your friend said he's also on that level to be doing that kind of play, because you. Me sure say you do kaswa has yampo near the original stage near the Patapaa original stage, so you can even perform above 10 minutes.
Yeah,
you can't.
They are using Patapaa for some of these comments because at this point, you know, or a weaker vessel in a way, because all comfort on the side where nothing happens. Me say that's me okay. So can they grow cry and or the coffee shatawale lie anchor. Ye bekan say they can. Another or can they grow and or the coffee stone boy liar and can they can at this time. And all those people are bigger than you. All those people are way ahead of you.
And it is the same with Wendy Shea. At a point, I think she loved a certain wig, be a night or share, or into your different types, be or share the perform. Before we realize, you see when she wig here 1 week or share 1 week. Like I ask myself, into on your day. Meanwhile, too, people love her songs, but her dressing is always up for conversation. Sometimes the way she speaks is always up for conversation. Or when she says now, no, you see come. And I think she's done enough to end that title. Like she's been through enough. Let me put it that way. Like she's been through enough to end that title. It is arguable though. I don't know the parameters with which she would want to use to measure to say she is the most bully.
The statement that she is the most in it, I'm saying that it is not.
It looks like she enjoys that.
Like why would you want to take this on you like that? You want to be the victim. And you know, like okay, into any day. Like we recognize that some people, because all can say, oh yeah, you know, oh yeah, the most bullied, you know,
Nabi.
And our who said no.
That will not make them
some
stop.
people unfair to you, no. They are on your side already. So for you to put that label on just to win sympathy or what, I don't get it. So for me, I think she should change that narrative.
When you doing this level of investment now Okase okay, bringing people from this side, that side to come and beef up whatever he wants to do here. Enye sika ketwa na akom. I was expecting you to say sehwe enye sika ketwa na akom ni ntinu. Me ya munim ni ebe free mo aba. Like let people know that this is lucrative and you are not just doing it because you love it or you just want to throw money around. No. But that is why you come out to come and warn people not to be showing your movies on their television stations without your authorization. You understand? Because your blood and sweat and you expect some returns from it.
Oh, come on. Kwajo. Oh yeah, Juma. My own say oh yeah, Juma. Hong Kong me issue with him, but Osha Omo a produce movie that Omo willing to push him much money, like they are ready to put in money to do it, you know, or come. And you know, everyone was still or person creating impression. They say he's just helping the movie industry. Meanwhile, you are cashing out. So tell people that yes, it is good. Come in, you also make your money because yes, any reasonable person will say, Charlie, this is not out of place for us to think that you are making money because the money that you are investing to do this, it's not chicken change. As shape dealer will say, any chicken change now, what they say, Jumawi. Ultimate, wow, say ultimate kofa will be back. Sika uti anye sika ketwa. We are the old open say oh boy movie industry. Come on. I think it's a good idea. He's taking advantage of current issues, coming out with stories like this. People will have interest. So it is a good one. It's a good move, but it's a money move it's not a joke. Like those who are watching, don't be fooled or don't be deceived by the way that he's presenting it. There's money in the movie industry now.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
When we are absent, the show runs. Yesterday, I heard it wasn't easy with Roland hosting some controversial peeps in the studio. That did not allow Roland to even fire what he wanted to fire. All his ammunitions are intact. Ro, what were the ammunitions you wanted to fire? Well, because you could not fire. Now I'm opening it for you. Give it to them.
My conversation was about the Monaguchi and the TikTokers issues.
The celebrities.
Yes. The TikTok celebrities. Yes.
Okay.
For me, I think the whole definition of who a celebrity is, who is an influencer and all in 2025 is not necessary. These definitions then one bring na chemona kana se munina from asem so because you see in 2025 we still would want to use certain definitions to define certain things whilst we know things have changed. Yes, we may have examples of who a celebrity is and who how do we call it, an influencer is and all of that, but we should not forget that the situation or the circumstance is being determined by the person who is throwing the invite. And here, whether one is whether you will classify somebody as a celebrity, a star, a superstar, a mega star, or whatever, the person holding the event saw them as one, and that is important, people. Kiss die. That is why the person gave your superstar, your celebrity, your mega star, and including the influencer that level of impact, importance by giving them the same level of invitation to come for the red carpet. So whether if you are in your house and you think they deserve it or not, that is your problem.
Okay.
That is your problem. Besides, even if they bought tickets to be there, it is because they've been able to rise to that level of importance. That's why they found themselves there.
Okay.
So it is not their fault if they hijacked the red carpet. That is for starters. And again, the people that would want to hide behind Nana Akufo-Addo to come and insult these people, that is where this time I refer to Ahmed's first rant. Ahmed's first rant by saying that it is a different thing if you come and say, oh, their outfit is not nice and how they presented themselves on the red carpet is not nice. That is fine. It is subjective. And you only will know how you would want to see them.
Okay.
But for you to go to the extent to make them feel less important for being there yet, that is not your place.
They'll fight back.
No, they would. And you see, if you want to hide behind an Akufo-Addo, that is where the mistake is. So me, whatever the guy said, I wasn't expecting Monaguchi to see it as a direct disrespect to Nana Akufo-Addo.
Okay.
Because in the first place, the guys were not the ones who brought Nana Akufo-Addo into the conversation. There was a report. Whether or not, remember, there was a report. Whether or not it is true, you second it by the statement that Monaguchi gave. And the report says, Nana Akufo-Addo says that she will not be on the red carpet.
But I heard that Nana Akufo-Addo says she never said that.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point. So the people that are hiding behind Nana Akufo-Addo to make these statements, they are the ones the guy is calling hypocrites. And you see, the guy was very careful with his statement. One, that is to say, to call everybody like to blanket it as hypocrisy. For me, I also agree with him. You know why?
No.
Assuming Nana Akufo-Addo even said it in the guy's statement, he was like, if that is the case, let's assume that Nana Akufo-Addo really said it. Now, this is what it means.
But in his presentation, he never give a doubt whether Nana Akufo-Addo said it or not.
Yes.
He was blunt like
exactly.
Said it.
And whether he was blunt or not, me, I will still not fault him. Because whether Nana Akufo-Addo said it or not, you see, I'm assuming that, I'm just here imagining that if Sobika said, if there were to be a publication of somebody saying, Nana Ekweado said, oh, she's done BBL. I'm sure the following day now we would have seen a press statement from the person, from Nana Ekweado, debunking the whole issue because she would want to maybe dissociate herself from that conversation. You understand?
So you think every statement about Nana Ekweado, she has done a counter publication or deny or whatever?
No. But there are some that she has come out to deny. That is my point. So my own is that.
So why don't you put this in the ones that
so you see, at the end of the day, the people are clapping back. And the rate at which the comments went at them, come on. See, it was very sad and very bad. Some people sitting on prime television stations and radio stations or prime platforms and insulting these people simply because they were invited to go on a red carpet. Whilst it is not their fault, whether you see them as celebrities or not, that is not your case. You see, the funny thing is, we would want to say, the fact that you have numbers on social media, you think that makes you a celebrity. You think having numbers on social media is easy. Go and do some. You would want to sit there and call the TikTok app the cheapest app because you think that is where the algorithm is loose and you can get numbers easily. You know the number of people who are struggling on that platform. If it is easy, go and do it there. We would want to downplay some people's effort and stuff. Back to what the guy said. I'm saying that to blanket it even with the word hypocrisy, I will still not fault him because even if Nana Ekweado said it, that is why he gave an example that even if you people are saying she said it, she was on the same another red carpet with TikTokers and influencers from different fraternity on the same day. So that would be hypocrisy to the highest level if she had said that. And if she didn't say it, if she didn't say it.
We have celebrity TikTokers and we have TikTokers.
Whether we have celebrity
TikTokers. So don't say every TikToker is a celebrity.
No. Whether we have celebrity TikTokers or there are levels
to it. Yeah. So if you compare someone at a place to yours because you are all TikTokers, you are wrong.
Disagree. I do not disagree. I know there are levels to this form of fame.
So don't
but you see, whether there are levels to it or not, at the end of the day, in this context, the levels have changed. Like it is like a level playing field.
Okay.
Where yes, we know Sammy Flex is a big man. He's been invited. But a certain Roland Amate has also been invited. Does that make me less of a human?
No.
Does that make you less of a human?
No.
Definitely not. We know everybody's real size. So it is not for you to come and insult me because I am on the same red carpet or I'm on the same seat with Sammy Flex.
But where you lost me or where you not get me is when you say that you are a pundit. So if a pundit in, let's say, BBC is on the same, has been in the same platform with Sammy Flex, and Sammy Flex is saying that I will not be on the same platform with maybe lower pundit or whatever, and then you call him a hypocrite because he was on the platform with the BBC pundit, and they are all pundits.
You see, my point is that
my
point is that I will not have a problem if you say that and you want to keep that composure. I don't have a problem. But when somebody wants to use that to insult me and you keep quiet with you knowing your name is involved, it is either you are condoning it or you indeed want to say it.
Okay.
You understand?
So that is where you are condemning.
That is where I am condemning this whole
But
thing from.
For me, the argument that she was on the same platform with TikTokers in Nigeria, so it will be hypocrisy for her to say that why can't you be on the same platform as TikTokers in Ghana will not hold. Unless they are telling us that the TikTokers in Nigeria, they have the same level like those who are comparing.
You see? The level of importance is placed by or is measured by the person throwing the invite. That is my own. So I was expecting.
I think it was wrong for anybody.
Yes,
to
I was expecting
them or do anything
and the others who were going at these guys to rather go for the people that gave the invite and not the people that graced the occasion.
I think they have not done anything wrong.
Exactly.
They were invited and they honored the invitation.
In fact, see, the funny thing is, the people that we are even expecting them, calling them A-list celebrities to use them to come and fight these people, they did not even honor the invitation.
Well, so many issues coming out, but I'm sure from time to time, some of these things need to come up for us to learn. Maybe Mona Gucci will learn, organizers will learn, as well as TikTokers will also learn.
Yeah, but interestingly, I've seen a video that a TikToker was also bashing other TikTokers, especially with the celebrity debate.
Of course.
And one of them was like, listen, he was giving a list of TikTokers and asking whether they are celebrities or not. In fact, and some of the names were Ama Official, AK-47, Sexy Vida, and go. So those who know these people,
favorite TikTok.
so those who know them, I mean, answer for yourself. Are they celebrities?
Well, let's allow all to grow. I'm sure when it gets to that time, we will know what to do. Anyways, this is Showbiz Daily. Starting on that hot note, yesterday, Roland Amate wanted to fire his stones and he couldn't fire. So today, he needed to still fire it. And this starts the show for us. In Team Do, the Solomon Chemo is also seated with our producers, Theophilus Digosh, Desert, as well as Sam Tuga. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome, and I'm back on my seat. Now, still talking about how some people look down on others. If there is one name, personality, in the showbiz space who has really suffered this, his name is Patapaa, a.k.a. Patapizi. Any least chance gotten by someone, they want to look down on Patapizi. I don't understand, and I don't know why. In fact, latest one is the winner of the unsung category in the TGMs. His name is Yao Darling. Yao Darling goes for an interview. And a journalist asks him, Yao Darling, we hear some people say you do your things like Kwame Eugene. Sometimes you sing like him. Sometimes you look like him and all that. For Yao Darling to respond in a way that will not hurt anybody, including the Kwame Eugene who has been likened to him, he rather said, I should be happy if people would rather compare me to Kwame Eugene and not Patapaa. Chemo, I am happy because Kwame Eugene is a good singer. Kwame Eugene is this. Then I ask myself, so what is Patapaa? And I think Patapaa needs justice. The other day, for some reason, Sako there too was singing. Then he says, "Samanyre mwa mobraha." Akapatapaa beto ni mama yasi. Oh, Charlie. Charlie. That's of these things are painful. Me, I'm going to, because of what you guys said, I'm going to invite Patapaa to come to my mother's funeral.
Emotional damage.
I'll invite Patapaa. I'll make sure Patapaa will be at my mother's funeral. How? So, remember me, I'm over. Over, for he died with Nema, the woman is okay, over. But Patapaa better me more. What kind of display is this? Well, the latest one is Yao Darling. Let's go watch it. And when I come, I ask my people, does Patapaa deserve some justice out of some of these things? I'll be back.
If I'm being compared to Kwame Eugene and I'm not being compared to Patapaa, like...
Come on, bro. But why Patapaa? Like,
No,
Charlie,
not only
Patapaa, bro.
No, you see, Kwame Eugene is an inspiration to Ghana music.
Okay.
And he's like a brother to me.
Okay.
And me as a new artist, if people are seeing some qualities in me, qualities from Kwame Eugene in me, meaning I'm great, because Kwame Eugene is one of the greatest singers in Ghana.
Yeah.
So meaning Yao Darling is good.
He's a songwriter and you're also a songwriter. Okay.
He's good, meaning I'm good.
Well, let me go on to Chemo. Chemo, you are a human rights lawyer.
Yeah.
Does Patapaa deserve some justice with some of these statements
of
being
course.
made
I
about
think
him?
It's unfair, and again, it's a difficult thing to deal with those who have such a perception about you. I mean, the sad part is that you can't force people to think positive about you or negatively about you. They will form their opinion based on whatever information available to them.
Okay.
And sometimes it is also good that you respond to some of these things. So I agree that Patapaa and his team will say something about this. Because if you don't respond to some of these things, it will be the norm. I mean, everybody will come after you like that because you will be the weaker vessel that they can use to do whatever they want to do. So me, I think Patapaa and his team should do something about it. And it is one too many, like you were mentioning. Sarkodie did it, Kwame Darling, Darling also did it. And even in his case, the Yana say, Sabe ye compare only Patapaa. One there was influence in the entertainment industry or in the music space. For you to say yes, I am compared to Patapaa. Now, who been a Patapaa? Oh, thank you. Oh, global hit song. Dabi. Do you have a global hit song like Patapaa? Dabi scopa to Mananibi. Only do you have any link or association with top stars doing a song and call viral like super hit song like Patapaa do baby one and all those things for you to go and say something like that? I think they are using Patapaa for some of these comments because at this point, you know, or a weaker vessel in a way, because all comfort on the side where nothing happens. Meaning is that that's in your kind. So kind they are grow cry and or they call fast at a wale lie anchor. You beckon say they can. And as all kind they are grow and or they call fast tomboy liar and can they can at this time. And all those people are bigger than you. All those people are way ahead of you. So you can't just say something like that. So I agree with you. I think at least they should say something. Even if they are not going to take any serious action, and it is difficult to take any serious action against them. Yes. By any means that you take it. They should put out a caution. Just exactly. Just do something like that. But if you are going to stretch it, I don't know how it will end for you to say that okay, I've gotten justice or anything like that. But put out a caution. Say something for people to know that you are not happy with that statement. When you say something like that, you are not happy, and I think it will be a step in the right direction for them to do that. And I'm closer to the quarter, so I think they are doing something. I don't know when they will come out, but I think Patapaa and his team very soon may come out and tell the public something. They have to. I think they have to, because some of these things are highly disrespectful. Well, let me go on to Roland Amate. Roland, take over from there. Do you also think Patapaa deserves some justice?
Justice for Patapaa. Makoto t-shirt no match for
Justice for Patapaa. Kai. And you know his name is actually Justice.
Justice,
yeah, his name is actually Justice.
See, it's unfortunate. You see, I know maybe in your darling's head or mind he may think say be I know the dear grow whether the dear grow and not say he even meant it ain't same because you see, yes, you may not like Patapaa's style of music. He may not be your favorite, but it doesn't take away his status and the kind of impact he has. Yeah. You see. And the funny thing is that Senka every Obi, who is also well established, has done something. In the case of Sarkodie like this, whether he plays with it or he even means it, he will still have people to back him up because of his status and his input. He has something to show. But darling, what do you have to show? What do you have to show? Yes, Charlie, it is early days yet for him to be making such utterances. It is early days yet. And you see, the funny thing is, this industry, sometimes people forget easily. We've seen the likes of Yato, Kofi Jamamo and the likes. We've seen them. These are people who swept awards like that their hands could not even carry.
Thank you, man.
They almost the bag na koje awards.
Thank you.
And after some of these times, we've not seen their vibrancy in the space and again, or we are yet to see another one as hot as they used to be. If that is how I should put it. So he should not be hot-headed and sweet-headed and think that because some Patapaa's peers are maybe joking with him in a certain light, he also has that license or that your friend said he's also on that level to be doing that kind of play. Because me sure say you do kaswa has yampo near the original stage near the Patapaa original stage, so you can even perform above 10 minutes. You can't. You can't. It is an insult, and I wish the team of Patapaa would bring out a letter. Yes, like Chemo said, some of these utterances are very difficult for you to get the justice that you really deserve. But how the kind of perception people have about you, sometimes it is difficult for you to fight it, and it is there. But when it is coming direct like that, sometimes you can use them as a point of contact to clear some of these misconceptions. I think yes, you can dislike Patapaa for all you care. You cannot like a song or whatsoever. It is within your rights, a one who taste. But for you to use that to insult him there, because I see this as a direct insult. Because yes. Yes, you sing like Kwame Eugene. You good. Do you know the number of people that sing like Kwame Eugene that Yenti Omonka?
Okay.
Do you know the number of people that we've likened them to Kwame Eugene, their style of music, their antics, everything, their pet game still Yenti Omonka? So he should be there and be sweet-headed, and the fact that okay, and now wait to say Kwame Eugene to say Kwame Eugene. And yen ne Jumanu. And yen ne Jumani. Jumani say or Tifie say the near Fafo na fresh me pay ya darling abba mistake so. Memang 50,000, memang 20,000, memang 100,000. Any new Jumano,
Edna ko UK.
Any new Jumano, it is our bet now, and I didn't compare Kwame Eugene and any denti no obey you so and not Patapaa nam the baby or on can on ye will show me sao sheno. If and again say because Ebia our soft sports be ma Kwame Eugene. And on him so. Not long ago, there has been some form of scuffle between Kwame Eugene and Patapaa. Inti obejna akoko Kwame Eugene tokwa and you will jumaye. Then he is in for a long ride that he or a fight that he cannot fight.
Yeah.
Because even Kwame Eugene himself left this whole conversation.
Yeah.
And the baby no can want some mama for one impose I don't know baby beside the poor mouth.
Yeah.
So if you think you would want to take this mantle upon your head, fighting people's battle for them. We are here, and he may think say Patapaa doesn't have you. He should be there and just be fooling himself like that.
Well, but I want to ask you this hard one. All of you can handle. You can attempt this. The word respect. What role does it play in showbiz? Because someone will say, okay, when it comes to competition. The word respect, what percentage of role does it play in our space?
There's no role for respect. But you see, as a society, it's not just about the music. It's about the people and how people feel about you. Okay. If people think that you are disrespectful, the way that they deal with you is different from when they feel that you are a respectful person or you are humble, for instance. So nobody will teach you that be respectful or be just disrespect people and go your way. No. If you think that disrespecting people will give you the whatever satisfaction you need, you go ahead, do it. For those who wants to respect and so more money, then the society will judge you. No, it's like it's not for one person. I mean, sometimes they throw the word anyhow, like you are being disrespectful, you are being this, you are being that. Yes, it is even giving less value to the word respect. Okay. Because can't be you are being disrespectful. And before you know, you are just sharing your opinion that they don't like. So I know that thing is there. But the thing is, be careful how you behave because people will judge you accordingly.
Okay.
Yes. So for me, I will not say respect will not play any role directly in your music career or entertainment in general. But the society will judge you based on how you behave. So just consider that.
Ro, attempt this as well.
Well, respect may not give you a direct connection to your success, but it plays a role. There are some people that will deal with you simply because they think you respect. Or maybe you've shown them some level of respect. You can disrespect everybody, but show them some level of respect and they would want to have business with you on that level. And again, let's also not create the impression that you can only succeed when you disrespect people in the name of competition. You can compete and succeed without you disrespecting anybody.
Okay.
And there are thousands of examples to show.
Okay.
There are people who, yes, indirectly, some people may see some of your actions and inactions as disrespect. That is there. But this one, it's a blatant one, like it's a direct one. Nobody, I'm sure if your statement be without mentioning Patapaa, and will be and refer Patapaa, that one you can excuse him and say, oh, it is one of those statements that sometimes others would want to be mischievous and rob other people's name, like how some presenters or some interviewers would want to bait the interviewees by robbing other people into the conversation. Into people say, "Who can we intention send Patapaa?" But because of the nature of the question and even the person leading you on to a certain direction, no akobo Patapaa. In that aspect, somebody can say, "Oh, you are being disrespectful to Patapaa," but you know in your heart of hearts, say that was not your intention. In fact, that was not even the direction you wanted to go. Or maybe you misconstrue a statement. No? But in this case, it was direct too. Nobody asked him about Patapaa. Nobody called Patapaa's name into his head. The conversation had nothing to do with Patapaa. If there was anybody the conversation had something to do with, it was Kwame Eugene. So, Kwame, you can say Kwame Eugene is the best musician in this world. You can say Kwame Eugene is more talented than any other person. Nobody will hold you to it. But what has Patapaa got to do with this conversation? That is my question. So, yes, you can be successful and compete without also disrespecting anybody, and you will still go. The fact that you are competing with the person doesn't mean that, oh, sorry, I know I disrespecting me, Pat.
Well, let's see how best we can also situate the next topic, because I know the confusion has been, is she really claiming this, or is she really the one? I'm talking about Wendy. Wendy has been in the news for the past days for releasing a song with Jamaican superstar Movado. Do you know, I'm still yet to listen to that song. Wow. Just that I see sniped videos here in the back. I'm yet to listen. I think after the show, I have to go listen to that song, because Movado is one of my favorite artists as well. I like his style. I like his performance. I still remember some performance he did here in Ghana at the Accra Sports Stadium. That thing is always fresh in my memories. Yeah, like it was great. I think with Sammy then, right? No, that concert, it was so great. Now, Wendy is in the UK at the moment, granting interviews, and she starts with Adeshope, aka Shopsy Do, and something came up. According to Wendy in Ghana, she is the most bullied artist in Ghana. Yeah, that is what Wendy wants us to know. I think this has come up before, and there were debates on, is she the one? Have some people suffered this more than she has suffered? And I said, okay, maybe today we can have a final situation for this. And let's go catch a glimpse of that interview briefly. When I come back, I start talking to my people. If she wants that title, should we give it to her? Or she does not deserve the title? Watch it. I'll be back.
It was a crazy experience growing up in Germany, you know. Living there wasn't that easy. You know, as a single parent and with 4 siblings, it wasn't easy at all.
You've got a brand new single out that features a dancehall legend, Movado. How did that connection come about?
I texted him on Instagram.
No way.
So I always went to like the Voice of Germany every year. You have a very beautiful voice, but Wendy, I don't know. My mom always believed that I would be somebody or I'll use my voice for something one day, but I believed in it the most. It was mind-blowing to get that reaction from them, because growing up in Germany, I was so pro-Africa. Ghana, I love my people. I want to sell the culture to them, and then facing racism in Germany. And then I come and then said I'm the most bullied artist in the history of Ghana music.
Did you ever want to quit?
Bro, should we give Wendy this title?
If she wants it, we can give it to her.
But does she merit it?
Of course.
She does,
Yeah, she does. If not the most, she would be among the most, like one of them. I can say that from the introduction of Wendy into our music space is when this whole conversation started. I mean, unfortunately, even when she was how she was even introduced herself was one of the reasons why some people decided to bully her for no reason. Yes, she has suffered it. She's we can name so many people. Yes, Traore, Kwame Eugene is one of them. Stonebwoy at a point has also suffered. Like there are so many musicians that have suffered this, but some people at a point are able to break out of that genes and are able to clear that particular notion about them. But it looks like when the shade, I don't know, for some reason, from the beginning of her career as a musician, from when she was introduced, right after the demise of Ebony, has been her only problem. Obi say Kwame Eugene say, Opa, ma sa akodi en sha atade. Ni enfama Kwame Eugene so nche. Ye bedi natem. And it is the same with Wendy Shea. At a point, I think she loved a certain wig, be a na or share, or into your different types, be a or share the perform. Before we realize, you see when she wig here 1 week, or share 1 week. Like, I ask myself, into on your day. Meanwhile, too, people love her songs, but her dressing is always up for conversation. Sometimes the way she speaks is always up for conversation. Or when she says, "Now, no, you didn't you see come." And I think she's done enough to end that title. Like, she's been through enough. Let me put it that way. Like, she's been through enough to end that title. It is arguable, though. I don't know the parameters with which she would want to use to measure, to say she is the most bully. But then, I think others have all equally suffered. Me sure say Ubisa Sister Fia. Not long ago, was it beginning of this year or last year? Or you say time or call, I think she was in America, or she bikini be Nancy or Janet there clean, hot. And individually, everybody has been going through such phases. But some people, a bit more to me are clear. But the likes of Wendy Shea, Kwame Eugene, Sister Fia, and I think Eno Baroni at a point has also received some of these things. So, yes, it is arguable. But if she wants the title there, we can give it to her. Besides, it is not a sweet title. But if you want the title, we can give it to you for whatever you would want to use it for. No problem.
Use it.
But I agree that she's been through enough to find herself in that kind of conversation or that spot, because there's been so many commentaries that have gone at Wendy Shea that I have seen them, or I see them as very unfair, because I don't know her crime. Hey, Wendy Shea's crime is the fact that they introduced her as Ebony's replacement. And no.
Problem.
No. Even the late Ebony herself, from the beginning of her career, even suffered some of these things with her costuming, with her choice of lyrics, with the way she presents herself, with the way she talks and everything. Even the fact that she was young and famous, like called for like people to bully her at a point before she left. So, yes, it is arguable. But Opedia, sometimes we dey me nya dey maybe pro yes she deserves it or not. No. Opedia mum faman.
Chamo.
Yeah.
Come through.
I think she's among those that we can consider in that category. But I don't know why she will even have to bring this thing up. I mean, most of the time it will not help you when you do something like that. I mean, it will just give people the impression that you are the vulnerable one and they can still do whatever that they are doing about you. So I don't think there's a need for her to own something like that. Yes, but I think nobody will argue that she has suffered a lot of these things. But the way that she is trying to claim it or trying to label herself as the most bullied, I don't think it's a good idea. And again, even if I also have to present other contenders, I think Patapaa is also there. And
even young ones are bullying.
Yes, and I'm surprised that Roland didn't mention Patapaa. When
even young ones are bullying Patapaa.
Oh, no, dear crowd, they see I can't. So for me, I think it is not. It is true that she has suffered, and sometimes it's so unfair. I mean, some of them is a comment that you can, well, that's how they think allow them, but sometimes they unfairly do something just for her to feel whatever that she feels. And so for me, I think it is not nice, and when you are at the receiving end like that, when in massa and easy, like just imagine what Patapaa will be going through. Especially this guy almost brebia in the music. Unibi can just throw anything at you. Word back could be.
And
so yeah, for her, I think the statement that she is the most in it. I'm saying that it is not.
It looks like she enjoys it.
Like why would you want to take this on you like that? You want to be the victim, and you know like okay, into any day. Like we recognize that some people because all can say oh yeah you know oh yeah the most bullied you know
Nabi.
and our who said no.
That will not make them
some
stop.
people unfair to you, no. They are on your side already. So for you to put that label on just to win sympathy or what, I don't get it. So for me, I think she should change that narrative. Like Roland was saying that there are some people who have gone through it and now you feel that they are okay. No, it's because they don't care about it. They don't go around saying that they are the most bullied person. At a point in the conversation, a bit me film. I think Sarkodie crack can be that. Sarkodie say at a point he's the most insulted artist in or waka. And you know, yes, and you they have gone. They have gone through something that if you allow them to judge, they will say that they have suffered more than the others. So when the share also saying the same thing, I mean, who can argue? Because observe we know what she has gone through.
She has been through.
Yes. So for her to say it, I think it is within her right to say that. Just that I wish she would not put on that label. It's not a good one for me. Apart from that, I think yes, she will be among the most bullied people in our industry.
In fact, top ones
in the music scene, and I'm surprised that Roland didn't mention Patapaa. Yes, they have not been fair to Patapaa.
If anybody is closer to Yao Darling, we will not force him to apologize. But I think in his own interest or in his best interest, if he will come out to feel sorry about that statement, I think it will be great.
Yeah.
And again, because there are some people who might have come across this video. Personally, when I watched the video, I felt like, oh, and when the presenter even called his attention to it, I was expecting him to feel remorseful, but he did not. Maybe say, oh, sorry, but no, he did not feel remorseful. He felt like the okan because Kwame Eugene or person they want to Patapaa. Hey. Patapaa out of music has built houses. Out of music, do you know where Patapaa has gone to?
As an independent artist.
Thank you. We know you have some support from UK and things. Let's see if you can spend 5 years in the game. Patapaa is still cashing out. He's still cashing out, making money. In fact, out of music, when you bring in, where do you bring that?
They are brought free.
Out of when you bring it free. Well, let's leave it there. But like I said, if someone is closer to him, they should guide him. Some speeches like this, they come out as hate speeches. It is not the right thing to do. Well, let's move on to close today's show. And I'm going to Chemo to start this topic with him because when it comes to Kojon Kansan Lilwyn and YouTube, Chemo has always had a reservation on Kojon Kansan Lilwyn. Chemo thinks otherwise about how he wants us to see he's operating his YouTube business.
He's helping the industry.
Now, latest to have come from him is a movie that he wants to do. A movie may be about the story of Ibrahim Traore. According to him, he loves the Burkina Faso leader and he thinks his story needs to be televised. Reason he's doing this. But then, Kojon Kansan is still talking about YouTube and saying something else. Let's go watch exactly what he said. When I come back, Chemo will take it up and I'll ask whether he's satisfied with his presentation about getting the movie on YouTube and the Sikani boy doing the tour of the world. Well, let's watch it. I'll be back.
Out of 4 million Kojon Kansan, you can call me Ibrahim Traore, second one or second coming. Out of 4, and then you started. Obian family can go Vision Party and go subscribe YouTube no. International, my name a better YouTube and sample a international baby. And it's Yabaka Kofa Gaddafi, Ibrahim Traore. The chance that for Mommy Wumiana, we feel no number and any you may from Burkina Faso to Ghana. And easy, scanner no ordering. Yes, your German course minted number. Please keep supporting Weezy Empire and subscribe Weezy Empire TV, YouTube. Get ready. It's #1 and only movie. Everything's on point. Costume no boarding, Obia, Pavana Samputa, Bia no boarding. I'm the leader of the Burkina Faso. President Abraham Traore, we love you so much. You support.
Sabo, Kojo Kansa and his YouTube business, and always, I know you've always had a problem with how he wants us to see his doing this.
Yes. Like it said, the Macan. I think he's really doing well. Yes, and he's doing his best to even push the Kumawood and the movie industry in general. But the way I'm presenting on, I have issues with it. I mean, Tembia Omani looking like he's just helping the industry. But meanwhile, you are making good money out of it. That's why you are doing it. But you present it in a way that some investors will feel that, okay, then there's no need for me to venture or get in there because Kojo Kansa is just helping the industry because he's an industry person. And if I'm not an industry person, why should I go and throw my money in there without getting any profit or something like that? I mean, Kojo Kansa in his submission said that in fact, the YouTube will be the main distributor, the main platform that he will put his thing before he will even decide if it will go elsewhere. Now we are because I'm just helping the industry. Oh, come on, Kojo. Oh yeah, Juma. My young say, oh yeah, Juma. Hong Kong na issue with him, but Osha Omo a producer movie that Omo ye willing to push him much money, like they are ready to put in money to do it, you know, or come. And you know, everyone was still or person creating impression. They say he's just helping the movie industry. Meanwhile, you are cashing out. So tell people that yes, it is good. Come in, you also make your money because yes, any reasonable person will say, Charlie, this is not out of place for us to think that you are making money because the money that you are investing to do this, it's not chicken change. As shape dealer will say, and chicken change now all the year, Sajumawi. Ultimate, wow, say ultimate kofa will be back. Sika uti anye sika ketwa. We are the old open say oh boy movie industry. Come on. I think it's a good idea. He's taking advantage of current issues, coming out with stories like this. People will have interest. So it is a good one. It's a good move, but it's a money move. It's not a joke. Like those who are watching, don't be fooled or don't be deceived by the way that he's presenting it. There's money in the movie industry now. YouTube is the place to go before anywhere else. So Kojo Kansa is just cashing in. And I think it's a good thing that he's doing. The only issue I have with him, they say, oh yeah, no, because yeah, boa industry, no. On can say I'm making money from it. But I'm with him on this. I think he's doing well and he should continue doing this. Yeah.
Well, Ro, close the show for us.
Well, I would also congratulate him. I think this is a huge move. This based on interest and motivated by money. Yes, he has interest. Maybe he's from afar what he's heard, the kind of information he has about Ibrahim Traore and his exploit, maybe interest him, and he would want to do that, or maybe put it like preserve it in his own way. I think this weekend Latif Abubakar is also doing Ghana Must Go, and it is a Ghanaian story. Part of the Ghanaian story is how he also feels like he can preserve it and also retell it. So I think it is a good move by Kojo Kansa Lilwyn. But I also find it funny when he always wants to talk about the level of investment. Yes, it is good for you to tell people the level of investment, as in whether effort, monetary, or any other that goes into what you do. But it is also good for you to also let them know the returns that come out of it. That is what I mean when Shatta says, oh, and I had this through music, I have that through music, and people would want to call it bragging and what. You see, and again, there's also a certain misconception, even from the industry that he finds himself. That is the Kumawudi industry. I said, when you produce movies for YouTube, like you are not regarded. I said, what So, with you doing this level of investment, now I say, okay, bringing people from this side, that side to come and beef up whatever he wants to do here. I was expecting you to say, enye sika ketwa na ekom ni ntinu me ya munim ni ebe free mo aba. Like, let people know that this is lucrative and you are not just doing it because you love it or you just want to throw money around. No, but that is why you come out to come and warn people not to be showing your movies on their television stations without your authorization. You understand? Because your blood and sweat and you expect some returns from it. So Oka say na ebeko YouTube na we ebeko international masa how the two YouTube na international na we forget that munya.
Let me throw this in. Say obeko international said the Oka na ma onfa Weezy logo bia anko too. Yeah, it's so annoying. I mean, and the one that almost had
funny enough. I was browsing on TikTok and sometimes there are these pages that Omuko Kate some of this content from there to come and post. And I saw one of Tracy Boache. And the boom say powerful. Powerful. I'm like, yeah, meanwhile too, you have your logo and your production name and everything at the top left corner or right corner there. Showing said this is your production. Showing said this is your work. But unfortunately, that is our official page, you know. The logo is still there. And obi or copy any logo and it is still there. Well, now what is the difference? Like what is it? Sometimes do you know why people watermark their works? The watermark conversation came about when people wanted to send samples.
It's a preview copy.
Preview copy.
Copy. Because those ones are not there can be some tweak to it depending on reviews at the time. At the time, it is not what we want to say. This is the official or final work. That is when people want to watermark their stuff.
So when you see it, you know that this is not an official
this is a final work.
But again, yes, it is true. It was done that way. But today, some people also use that to fight copyright.
No, it is not. That's the point. How are you fighting copyright?
You are the original
so that when you pick it, whoever watches will know, oh, okay, the original person is the one whose brand
you
name.
Don't need
the same thing
that to anybody unless you are litigating.
And again, you are in there into why movie no. This will be Weezy Empire and then who say work.
Whether you are in there or not, me, I don't have any problem with you.
If somebody picks your work,
putting your logo or any other thing on the top right corner, left corner, no, I don't have any problem. But when you watermark it in the middle, like bam, I see that as a preview copy.
It's under official page.
Exactly.
And any partner also obey or nothing at the tomb. Or also copy on farm because the amount for kosher or any panel and one. What is the difference?
And the funny thing is that you would want to do that to fight copyright. My own is that whether your name is on it or not, if it is shown somewhere and you want to go and fight it, you have the original copy to go and fight it.
Why do you?
Saudi was so. Any so. Nipa na wabefa no show or baby no. Still any there. Your friend now that's already say green. You can still go and litigate every.
They should think about this. All the foreign movies that they watch on YouTube or elsewhere, have they seen something like that?
Yeah.
They are the ones that you are, learning from or something. Have you seen any foreign movie on their official platform? Logo at them. One will be beside that. And they will for free. Like, where are you learning this thing from? It's bad. I think
I believe
they should stop that thing. I mean, even for Nigerians are almost 30 years now. There are a lot of Nigerian movies that they don't do that. Only few ones be and 30 years and I think some others are following them. But even within the Nigerian movie industry, a lot of them don't do that. You have few ones who are doing that thing, and it's not professional. It's for me, it's not good. I mean, it makes, that's why sometimes when Omoka say YouTube movies and they are growing no media, some people may want to side with them. Because they are not doing anything to resemble professionalism.
Make also the preview copy now as final work. Because it is watermark.
At your official page. You put that in there. How it came about was the fact that if you don't give the original copy to those people, and then you see it anywhere else, then we will be sure that this is not an official work. But this time around, technology no access that kind of copyright or they fighting. Technology access no. In fact, now even if you put it in there like they are doing, when those who are serious can clean it, they can clean it. But so they will be showing one without the preview, and then you original owner, you will be showing the one with the preview copy with the watermark in there. I think they should learn from the professionals and stop that thing. It will not help.
Well, I want to agree. This is how it should be done. Let's do it right. Today, we end Showbiz Daily on this note. We wish Kojo Nkansa well. We are all waiting to see the movie. So nobody has seen that movie he did with
A Country
Called Ghana. Nobody has seen it yet.
No, I have not.
He has not put it online.
No,
not yet. Yes,
I mean, he's yet to premiere it.
He was going to premiere it
in other
ways. Yes,
don't come to YouTube there.
Well, I think there's a story to it. So,
and I also feel there are conversations behind to send it to certain platforms, which is why being by YouTube,
Well,
because
but by me, I think it's because of the issues surrounding it. Putting it there may create controversies.
I rather think that going to do the premieres again would rather create that. But when he puts it online, it is going to be softer.
I think there is a conversation on it ongoing to I think the conversation on it would be him trying to take the movie to Netflix, all those platforms, because that was his selling point from this movie from the beginning. So he wouldn't want to back down and say, oh yeah, Papa, oh yeah, I'm not saying they got to Netflix, who you movie for Netflix, who go find for now buy now they are better to YouTube or not and crop for no him back channel. That is why I'm sure so big giant.
I mean, I have different idea. Well, I think it's because of the court issue, the death of that boy and all those
because
things.
They've submitted it for some
to create impressions. Even after that thing, he still wants to make money.
But they've submitted it for some movie awards and film festivals. I mean, say Fifi Gabe. I be posting so I'm sure say the conversation is still on. By YouTube, the
anyways, we wish them well. Our movie is on YouTube, but unfortunately, when you look for it, you cannot find it. So this is what you have to do. Go on our channel, Sammy Flex TV, and look for the movie. It is called Broken Desire. You just look for it. Like, go to our videos and look for it. You will enjoy that movie. Trust me. And more coming. My name is Sammy Flex. I did this with Roland Amate from Shagzy, Shatter Movement Empire Roland Report, which is on YouTube and showbizchannelj.com, as well as in Team Dode Solomon. You can simply call him Chemo. He is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, and again in Tidosu Digital Solutions. And to Theophilus Digosh, there's that Sam Tuga behind the scenes, making sure we get to watch this. What's Slim was on me then? Editors no some Slim was on me.
I say more editing to say book.
To say book.
Page 1, page 2, page 3.
But a cry style.
I say watch a video, you be the same book.
So Slim was this coffee on it.
Yeah.
Coffee on it. Over
to you. Slim at this.
Well, subscribe to us. Drop your comments. Let's do it again. All for the fun of it. My name is Sammy Flex. We're out of here. Bye bye.
check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Push sugar level, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.